Hey folks, it's Jim. I went to 70% cash last Wednesday. I was already at 55, 60%. I just upped it to even more cash now, and I know that's to many of you seems crazy, but I see a stronger dollar going forward. Okay, remember I'm predicting possibly as high as 102. The Fed's trying to keep the dollar down. ECB's trying to push the dollar up. We have the central bank struggle globally trying to push the dollar higher. And then we have the Fed trying to keep the dollar low, okay? So, anyway, but let's get into the video. Open with a disclaimer. This is not economics advice, financial advice, or advice of any kind. You are your own responsible. Seek out professional advice that's right for you. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, what I just saw, and this is for you gold and silver bugs, the COMEX, okay, just went out and approved 60 more suppliers. 20 of them are coming out of China. Remember what I told you, the global elite? China must have pissed off 2 of the global elite, because I've never seen the globe flip on one nation this fast. Not even did the globe flip on Nazi Germany this fast. Okay? With all the atrocities of Germany during the Nazi era, not even this many nations flipped this fast. China has done something, okay? And now I'm hearing scuttle, the People's Liberation Army, the Chinese army, is now, maybe not with the CCP, okay? Maybe there's an internal struggle within the walls. Okay, what did I tell you? When you piss off the global elite, what did they do? They squeezed the very thing you covet the most, whether that was your business or whatever. They squeeze that out of you. They don't just knock you down. They squeeze whatever you covet the most right out of you. And I'm afraid that now we see the open doors from China to fulfill COMEX, okay, 20 suppliers. And what did I say? That if they did piss off the global elite, they were going to squeeze the gold and silver out of them, wouldn't they? And China right now needs food. They are desperate. They are short of food. And the CCP has already come out and told the Chinese people to start cutting back on input and all of that, conserve food, you know what I mean? All of that. So now they may have to trade gold and silver for food and oil. Okay, China has very little opportunity to feed its people, if none, within its walls. Okay, and it would be devastating if they were closed off from the world. China also cannot provide the oil it needs to keep running. It has to come externally, okay? So, with that in mind, just in oil and food alone, they could begin to extrapolate the gold and silver back out of China. Now, here's where my concern and why I've gone so heavy cash. If this is the case, there's going to be a lot more headwind on gold and silver. I'm already seeing supply catch up with demand in the physical market, as in on APMEX, okay, American Precious Metals Exchange. I'm finding ample supplies of silver now, and I'm finding ample supplies of gold products now. Okay, it used to be, when we went through this, when I bought my SLV at 11 this year in March, when it tanked, and I sold at 25 and a half, part of the reason why I sold at 25 and a half is because I started to see supply sticking around a little bit. Okay, it's not selling out like it was before. Now there's plenty of vehicles, plenty of different products available. Okay, so be aware of that. I'm not telling you what to do. Okay, I don't do that. I'm telling you what I see. Now we've got the potential of China flooding the global markets with gold and silver. Okay, so now I am totally lost with regards to me, and I'm a decent forecaster. Okay, I tend to do good, right, with my forecast models. Nothing. I cannot forecast a model. There's too many unknowns. Will we go to war with China? Are they going to squeeze the gold and silver out of China? Will the markets correct? Don't know, because a lot of this markets have to do with psychology, don't they? Okay, so market sentiment still seems to be strong on the markets. You would think, this is an election year, yada yada, we would have a major correction. Okay, and what was it, Thursday? We had about 1,000 points down, fell to like 700, and then we had another 250 down or something like that, or 150. So we really didn't even get 1,000 point drop, okay? So is there going to be another major correction coming forward on the stock market? Don't know. Okay, I can't forecast anything because a lot of this has to do with psychology. I do know, in my personal opinion, real estate's overvalued, stock market's overvalued. In my opinion, if China floods the world with gold and silver, overvalued. Okay? That's my problem with trying to run a forecast right now, and that's why I'm out and went to cash. All right? I'm holding a few oil plays because they're doing really well. And even though oil's down, I bought these during the dip in March, so I'm not even concerned about them. They're doing very well for me. But, you know, and I hold a couple of long-term players that are mainstays, but other than that, I'm out. I'm out until I see a clear path. Something's got to happen, okay, with regards to the globe. Something's going to happen. Something has to correct to become undervalued. Nothing right now is undervalued, in my opinion. Okay? It's just not. Even gold and silver have reached the levels commensurate with money printing that has taken place. We only printed our debt loads went up 30%. Okay? So then gold and silver should have risen 30%. They've done that. Okay, so I can't even call gold and silver undervalued, even though most of you consider it to be undervalued. In long term, it probably will be. But there's too much short-term question out there. Okay, so I don't know what can happen. If China's forced to sell that gold and silver back into the market, folks, whoa, that's a massive flood of a whole lot of tonnage, okay? And it will change market dynamics, all right? So just know and be aware of that. I can look at possibly, with China being squeezed on food, possibly food is undervalued, maybe, I don't know. There's 1.5 billion Chinese. So if they're hungry, that's a lot of food that needs to be imported, right? So, I mean, that maybe, I don't know. Bonds, I'm not even going near bonds because I'm not a bond expert, for one. And two, you know, I do have one bond holding of a company that's done me really well. They play bonds a lot better than I do. So I let them handle that business. But other than that, I'm out. I'm totally out for these reasons. I mean, will we go to war with China on a global scale? Will we, you know, will they flood the market with gold and silver? I don't know. I know the door has just been opened for that to happen. That's the point of this video. So, and I thought it'd be important to share this with you, okay? And remember, the CCP, the PLA of China is not even, I'm checking the time on the video. Okay, the PLA of China is not even in agreement with the CCP now, okay? So you need to know and be aware of that. I am concerned that China is being completely destabilized. The global elite, remember what I told you, when you go against them, okay, you would be better off to piss off your largest enemy than to go against the global elite, okay? Because they will destroy you and take the very thing you covet the most, all right? So, and I believe that could be happening. I told you about this a while ago, didn't I? That I saw and felt instinctively something has gone wrong. China did something to one or two of them. And the whole idea that they had of how they were going to take over the world is being ripped from them daily. You're finding more and more defaults on debt to China. You're finding more and more port seizures. You're finding land re-seized from China that they once controlled. You're seeing a mass exodus of Chinese labor out of nations, particularly Africa. Okay, certain areas in Africa. You're seeing it out of multiple nations globally. China is retreating back to China. Okay, so start following this if I were you, and be ready, be prepared. I've gone to all cash for this reason. I just can't forecast right now. There's too much uncertainty in the world. I hope that you can grasp what I've shared with you today so that you realize that it's all uncertainty right now. You know, I am not in the markets because I don't want to be a part of that potential disaster. Real estate's overvalued. Gold and silver, I think, is fair value right now. I don't know what else to say. You know what I mean? So do your own homework, do your own research, do your own forecasting always. But for now, I'm out of the game just about. You know, I've never been this high in cash. This is how uncertain the next plays are for me. I cannot forecast a for sure play next. And I like to double my money. I don't like to guess. I don't like to speculate. None of that. I like to make money. Okay, and I can't see a clear path forward between the three classes. Okay, hope you're all doing well. Again, this isn't advice of any kind. You know, you're responsible for your own well-being with regards to your financial life, but I just wanted to share this. I'm hearing a lot of crazy talk out there, especially on prepper channels, you know, but yeah, just wanted to share this with you. Be well, be blessed, stay safe, and yeah, hang on, because something big is going down, folks. Don't know what. Don't know where it's going to pop out, but it's coming, whatever it is. Jim out.